Welcome back, Captain. Senator Dodana's already called to rave about how you just saved her life. Meaning the whole Republic's backing you when you finally take down Rogan. Not bad for somebody from the wrong side of the hyperlane.
Did you find out what those beasts were that attacked her?
Let me get the Senator on the link. She's going to want to hear what I found.
What is it? And talk quickly. I got pulled out of a vote for this.
Creatures Rogan sent at you seem to be cybernetically modified versions of native Vossian wildlife.
Voss?
As far as I know, no native animal has ever been legally exported off Voss.
It's time to track down who's been playing zookeeper for Rogan.
Voss is a strange place, newly discovered, very isolationist. I'll pull some strings and get you a landing permit, but it'll take a while.
We shouldn't wait. Rogan's finally vulnerable, and the Captain's gained quite a reputation recently. If anyone's going to conquer his criminal empire, Captain, this is the time, and you're the man with the crown.
I wouldn't turn down the chance to rule the galactic underworld with an iron fist.
Don't think it'll be that easy, Captain.
But worth the price. Unfortunately, the only one who knew all of Rogan's secrets was his mentor, Ivory. And he disappeared years ago.
That's not entirely true. Rogan's predecessor was arrested by the Republic. To my knowledge, he's still incarcerated in a top-secret facility on Belsavis. This is highly restricted knowledge. Even within the Senate, not everyone knows of Belsavis. You must not repeat any part of this.
Isn't that more the Empire's sort of thing?
It's hard to be the good guy. If you don't kill offenders outright, you need a place to put them. It may take months to get the permits for Voss. Belsavis will be easier.
Ivory and Rogan were like father and son. If you can find him, you'll know Rogan's hideouts, stashes, things we'd never find ourselves.
This is a man who used to sell children to the Hutts for gladiatorial games. The Republic will insist on tight restrictions for dealing with him. But it's worth it. If you're going to war with Rogan, Belsavis will be your first battleground. I'll get the permits in order.
Rogan has no idea who's coming after him.
I notice we're spending a lot of time together. I'm not complaining, but you know this can't go anywhere, right? Sooner or later I have to leave your ship. I don't want any hard feelings when I do. Does that make sense?
I'd rather regret you for the rest of my life than get scared off by your crazy talk.
There's just no reasoning with you. Have it your way. If you want to make something of whatever it is we have, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you. Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
What can I say? I'm inspired by a beautiful woman.
Just so we're clear, I had a snappy comeback for that line, but I'm not using it out of respect. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
I guess you've been wondering how someone like me ever ended up with the Jedi, huh?
You don't really seem like the Jedi type.
They thought that too. I was always kind of the odd one out in my family. And believe me, it was not a small family. When they kicked me out, I went to Nar Shaddaa and met a Jedi who said all the weird stuff that happens to me is a connection to the Force.
Don't sell yourself short. You do plenty of weird stuff all on your own.
And you know, that was an issue. The Jedi are all about recruiting kids too young to know better, so there it was. Me and all these serene little kids. You've never known real rage until you've been lectured on controlling your emotions by a 4-year-old in a robe.
Avoid sanctimonious Jedi brats. Noted.
The kids were prigs, but at least they didn't pity me. The way my master used to look at me. I couldn't spend my life being the Jedi-class clown, you know. It was obvious I wasn't going to master the Force. Never even figured out how to work my dead master's lightsaber.
Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belsavis is top secret. Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
You don't like it when I swear.
I'm serious. Our security is already compromised by the Empire. We can't risk word getting to the underworld. A few days ago, our prison here was breached. An Imperial airstrike, apparently coordinated with a massive prison break within. The planet is in chaos. Shock troops are arriving daily to contain it.
How did the Imperials find it?
We don't know. Help the Republic if you can, but getting Rogan's location from Ivory must remain your first priority. I can only authorize you to offer him certain deals. We cannot mitigate Ivory's sentence. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
You know, a man gets lonely all locked up. All alone.
You feeling his pain, Captain? What's the matter? That little harem you travel with doesn't keep your ship warm? Don't joke with Ivory. He's smart. His followers were so loyal, the Senate passed new legislation allowing them to be convicted as a single individual. Rogan the Butcher was Ivory's protege. If Ivory doesn't give him up, you have permission to be coercive. I've made arrangements with Marshal Cavarat at the Republic base. She'll be able to help you with anything you need.
You're wasting my time. We're in a crisis. There are over 10,000 prisoners running loose. Most of the wardens are dead. Senator Dodonna is seriously overstepping herself if she thinks I'm gonna drop that to help you offer some madman an extra bedtime story.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Marshal Cavarat, I presume?
You blasted well know who I am, so shut off the charm. Here's what you need. Prisoner number 91403, cell block 923A. This code will get you in his cell. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
Look, I'm not here to make things difficult.
Yeah, I get it. But when someone with your pull comes down, I'd rather see you working to make things right. The cells you're looking for were damaged in the strike. We're spread too thin to retake everything, so we threw that lot to the mob. Some prison gang took over, shut down all access.
So you picked a cell block holding one of the most brutal gangsters in history?
It's Belsavis. That's just the baseline. Look, you want to figure out which gang claims what and how hard they'll fight you for it? You gotta ask someone on the inside, same as us. Talk to Amikab. He's our best snitch. We've got him set up in the minimum security yard. Now I've got real work to do.
I need to find a way into cell block 923A.
Chochingwampa la agua chikuska, ompasa topiska. Achipakulia grancha. Chipokma utangisa, choboba if kaftu anjawa.
I'm on the guard side this time. What kind of perks are you looking for?
Tuka puka fukrida, vota mikrita, chai chai. Tubatulia musta, o grande tempo tumukitonka.
Tell me you've got their spare key and I'll really be impressed.
La poda no wonkan wali. Gava tuta omiska, gava des wamata. Nera disa slemo crispa, vakanki kon kikopa.
Anything else about this place I should know?
Nagoliji watahumpa, mulira watawampa. Tubatulia musta, o grande tempo tumukitonka. Jeska koliraka kanchanga, bomba kunchinka. Jiska gava koyota, tu banda bakawanki.
Saw that the door was opened. Your man Ivory, is he there? You reach him in time?
In time for what?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Belsavis.
Let me hear you say it. I'm sorry, Captain. I should have been nicer to you.
Some things I don't do, even for the Republic. Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
Ask me nicely. Pretty please with sugar on top.
If it works, because I need you, Captain. I've got no one else. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where it might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
Why can't things be easy just once?
Hang tight, I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
You're impressed. I can hear it. You got a thing for bad boys.
Too bad you're one of the good guys now. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.
Walls cannot hold me. I will join him. He calls me. Are you his? Do you come to cut these chains?
Yeah, I'm his. That's right. Where are we supposed to go again?
The cells. Are they empty? Is the team complete? He said after there is a door, an escape. I'll stay away. To the stars.
This is a restricted area. Step away from the prisoner.
Marshal Kavirat sent me to interrogate her.
You were right. Positive ID on the captain. Experiment Chamber 21. I'll hold him.
يشب هافي أنترك زيتنش جيو دريكي دشير دريكي في قتيجة.
I've seen a lot of strange things, but nothing like you.
يشني مكلاش كونكاك بيبين سلطاني كيف نريد نعمل كمبيات نهرمنا عن مرقمك نجي يشتربي كراجي في دي اشتكي عن بعض
Traja wouldn't talk, but I've got a list of what looks like cell blocks and numbers from one of Rogan's allies.
Send me a transmission. I'll run a cross-check on the locations. Did you find anything else?
One of your uniformed officers is working with Ivory.
What? Give me his name and badge number. Never mind. He's dead, isn't he? Since the breakout, I've suspected there's a few bad eggs. I'll look into it. Alright, I'm getting the results. Looks like your list is just the cells Ivory's collaborators already cracked. Wait, no. There's one that's still unbreached. Maximum Security Ward Cell Block 2018.
I love a girl who knows her way around a prison.
I can see how that'd be handy for someone like you. I'd get over there fast. You don't want Ivory getting his hands on this guy. Gendai, Force user, spice addict. Records say he killed Jedi during his arrest. See if you can get to him before Ivory does. Find out how he ties into the plan, and call me when you're done.
Steady and calm, we've no need to draw attention. The one the Republic sent is already here.
I could use a man with your experience. Join my crew, and I'll get you off this rock.
You offer mere words against what I have held in my hands. The Republic cannot stop me. They hide behind sealed doors and force fields while I explore the treasures of this world. They cannot even track their prisoners while I have mastered the secrets of a race that once ruled this galaxy.
Anything you wanna, share?
You are a man who prefers action to contemplation. You could not grasp the workings of a machine more ancient than half the stars in our sky. The Empire only found this forgotten world when I called them on the transmitter abandoned millennia ago by the creators of Belsavis. Squawk, Buzz, take care of this distraction. Meet us later at the ship.
A real man wouldn't let some bug get away with making fun of you.
Danin chista luka, ubaziki danti ruha.
You are one messed up individual.
Pantahumpa, muri rava fupa chipampa wula. Parganunua, utatyacha nichu, kuya maya stupa.
Captain, thank goodness you called. The Warden droids are going crazy. They're reporting life signs and breaches in the innermost defenses. Our troops in the area are under heavy fire from an unknown species. They can't respond.
If I say there's ruins down there of an ancient galaxy-spanning empire, would you think I'm crazy? Or kind of dashing?
I'd think you're smarter than we were counting on. I've done some digging of my own, and I think that's exactly the secret the Republic wants to conceal. Ivory may be about to blow it wide open.
So if I bring him back in handcuffs, will you pin the little gold star on me? Personally?
I know the Republic's in trouble when you're our best hope. You stop Ivory, Captain, and keep whatever's down there contained, and I'll make sure you like your reward. The breach I'm seeing is at Vault 806, part of the inner prison that's been marked off-limits even to the military. If you think Ivory's going there, you better follow, fast.
Didn't I kill you?
Jakiesni me, bagwedista da bastiaten, albin farfutorkesni. Zitnes dziur doriki da stirburiki, fifi patja. Marugja gest matekis kiki jammis en jibberba.
Help me take down Rogan, starting with his bloodhounds here.
You've proved there's more to you than the flash of a blaster. I'm listening.
Atufer, ila hakan orjes yes mi bernitik moronafne.
Yes. Every minute I live, Rogan courts his death. What deal do you offer?
Help me, and I'll make sure you're treated well when you're back in custody.
No deal. I will not end my days in a cage. This vault holds an escape vessel, abandoned here by the race who built this planet. It is the only way off without Republic aid. Let us be partners. Help me launch the craft and defeat this rabble, and together we can reclaim what Rogan stole from me.
Jakiesni me, bagwedista da bastiaten, albin farfutorkesni.
Enough. The Republic has taken much from me. It's time to hand off the crown. Let me serve you. Together we can destroy Rogan and retake my empire. In your name. With your skills and the knowledge of my years, no one will stand against us.
You stay on my ship, you do what I tell you, and you don't leave my sight.
Exactly the terms I would set. The sun has set on my prime, I see that. It will take more to reclaim my empire than to fool these imbeciles. What would you have me do?
You still got any contacts on the outside? Let's get the band back together.
Once we're off Belsavis, I can see who's still active. I'll put together a list of all of my and Rogan's former safe houses. He was never one to change a routine once it worked. That seems a far safer way to travel than unearthing a wreck that's been on ice for 5,000 years.
What are you doing here? Where's Ivory? I just got a call from Commander Skylist. His troops saw an unauthorized ship approaching Vault 806. By the time they got there, the place was empty.
When I finished with Ivory, there wasn't more than a bloody smear left to find.
Good work, Captain. I was wrong about you.
Ooh, I saw right through that tough cop attitude. Inside, you're just a girl waiting for a hero.
Captain, I could call you a lot of things, but hero doesn't make the list. Fortunately, I was never looking for the kind of boy to bring home to Mom.
I've always wanted a woman with her own nightstick and handcuffs.
My private quarters are this way, Captain. I'm waiting. You certainly weren't what I expected when I landed this post, Captain. I doubt this was smart, but I can't quite bring myself to regret it.
No regrets. Look me up if you ever get back to the real world.
And if we're still working the same side of the law? Best of luck to you, Captain. I'll be thinking about you.
Just drop out of Lightspeed right now, Captain. Say goodbye, tip your hat, get on the shuttle, don't make any sudden moves.
You two are... Of course. And here I was thinking just for a millisecond that maybe you were a nice guy after all. You've got a girl, Captain. Don't insult either of us by doing this in front of her. I think it'll be best for both of us if you take the next shuttle off.
Captain, I just got a less than glowing report from Marshal Cavarot. What kind of mess did you get into down there?
More importantly, did you get anything from Ivory? I've outed half a dozen of Rogan's assassins on Port Nowhere. He's really gunning for us.
Turns out, Rogan's the one who put Ivory behind bars. We're working together to get his revenge.
I told you the Republic only authorized...
Oh, drop the act. You want Rogan as much as I do. Send over whatever Ivory gave you. I'll see if I recognize anything. Nothing's ringing any bells. I'll dig a little further.
In the meantime, Captain, I'll work on those permits you'll need to land on Voss. I haven't slept a night since those awful beasts attacked.
Uh-oh, Captain. Better get off the line. We've got a distress call coming.
Yeah? What's your distress? Talk to me.
How refreshing. The whole "I'm honored to serve you, revered master" does get tiresome. Master Sumali, I've been following your career. I hear you have a special interest in the Void Wolf.
I'm mostly interested in staying as far away as this scrap heap can fly me.
Unlikely. From our surveillance, he seems to have made you a particular target.
And here I thought when you joined the temple you were done chasing street scum. Welcome back.
We're at war. We all serve how we know best.
I've got room on the ship if you guys want to catch up on old times.
Do you do this just to annoy me, or is that a bonus?
Becoming a prude in your old age. Risha, do you remember Char's Kartur?
What did they used to call us? The Triple Threat? Didn't she join the SIS?
One of their top agents. When you took out the White Maw's cloaking abilities on Hoth, it drew the Void Wolf's attention. He went there, and Char's followed.
Alone? Is she crazy?
The Republic sent an entire platoon of troopers to escort her. The Void Wolf's assassins killed them all. She's alive, but trapped on Hoth.
Is there a special guilt power in the Force? Jedi always make me feel like I'm talking to my mom.
Ah, the sign of a heavy conscience.
When I got Charis's distress call, she had taken refuge in one of the Void Wolf's private vaults. Go quickly if you can. I fear you're Charis's last hope.
Picked on the wrong girl.
Keep it down. Risha? I thought that sounded like you. Did you finally decide to join us on the straight and narrow?
Hardly, but I figured it's just like you to go ground in the enemy's treasury.
I figured it was the last place his bloodhounds would go sniffing.
Master Sumali called this the Void Wolf's private vault.
Mostly cleaned out, but I was hoping I could learn something about his plans. And yes, help yourself. The Void Wolf's been recruiting. He's courting Hutts, the White Maw, hitmen for hire. Anyone who won't pledge loyalty goes to hard vacuum. And he's got enough spies in our space station that my cover was blown the minute I landed. What do you think? Is there a way you can smuggle me up without any of his people or our people catching wise?
As it happens, smuggling's my specialty.
Ah, now I see where Risha found you.
You wouldn't even imagine.
I was going to hide in there. It's an automated cargo shuttle full of everything here the Void Wolf thought worth keeping. Go to the space station and get security to let us through, and you're welcome to keep everything in it. I trust you can come up with a story to explain why you're shipping Imperial droids off Hoth.
Stop it right there. I'm going to need your ID, your papers, and a blasted good reason why you're flying in and out of a war zone for kicks.
This is a private job for Jedi Master Suma Lee. You want to tell her you tried to stop me?
Far as I know, our Jedi advisor was killed weeks ago. I think I need to take a look-see, make sure you're not trying to smuggle valuable resources off Hoth.
I wouldn't do that. Master Suma Lee said the cargo is Force-sensitive. Non-Jedi can go blind and deranged just at the sight.
I knew it. I knew they wouldn't keep sending bodies down there if there wasn't something special under that ice. Load your ship and get out of here. I'm telling the boys.
Blind and deranged? I can't believe you fell for that. I can take it from here. I've got my own ship stashed a few hangars down. This one's a keeper, Risha. Thanks for the help. You're welcome to any of the salvage in the shuttle. Some of it might fetch a good price. And I'll make sure you get anything I learn about the Void Wolf.
Mission accomplished. Sheris is safe.
I admit, I was wondering what to think of Senator Dodonna's pet project. But you saved a life here, and aided the war. I can say nothing but thank you.
I've never shaken hands with a real Jedi before. Are you nearby?
Don't even start.
Even if I hadn't renounced worldly pleasures, I know far better than to come between Risha and any man she's eyeing. Perhaps we'll catch up again sometime, Risha.
Not sure my current occupation will bring me anywhere near the Jedi Temple, but maybe.
I hope this war ends swiftly enough that I will not have cause to call on you again.
Set course for Voss, then, Captain? The permits from Dodonna just came through.
If it gets me closer to Rogan's head on a plate, Voss it is.
I took the liberty of looking into the place. Weird planet. Just made contact with the rest of the galaxy after a Sith ship crashed there. Apparently the whole planet's on the leash to some cult of Force users. Empire and Republic are both playing along. This'll be one to wear your best shirt. And remember to say, please.
You spent 100 years being miserable, pal. You're overdue for a little serenity.
So, have I been looking any more convincing with the lightsaber? I mean, it's about as much use to me in a fight as a glow-in-the-dark belt buckle. But I figure if I wave it around, maybe it'll scare people off.
You think you can get me one of those?
I'll keep my eye out. This was the only lightsaber we had, you know, in the whole Enclave. I wasn't in the Jedi Academy proper. Never made it that far. My master ran a recruitment center on Nar Shaddaa. I don't think he had the guts to actually bring me out in public.
I thought all Jedi trained at the Academy.
There's always a few who slip through the cracks. I need you to teach me to fight dirty. You'd think I'd be good at that, you know, but when it gets beyond cowering in doorways, I'm pretty much all point and shoot. Show me how you work your magic.
Set your blaster on stun. We'll take some time and see what you're made of.
Stun, huh? That's a good idea.
Why am I here, Captain? I've been clear about my reason for joining you, but I never understood what you want from me. Am I a hired gun, or is there something more?
You know what I want. I just didn't think you were ready to talk about it.
How do you know if you don't ask? Why did you assemble this crew? It is too momentous a decision to make on impulse. Do your loyalties truly lie with the Republic?
The Republic is a big, self-righteous pool of money, and I've got swimming privileges.
The Republic worships its own weakness. They waste their warriors defending those who cannot care for themselves. They call for loyalty to a government of strangers instead of a family and clan. You could do better. What are you looking for from me, Captain? You have expressed interest in a relationship, yet you continue to eye others every time we land. Am I a crew member? A friend? Are we to be lovers?
I'm game if you are.
Perhaps we should find somewhere more private to discuss it.
You probably think I'm chasing Debrillion's throne to get rich, don't you?
You're a much more complicated woman than that.
You think I'm complicated, but in a good way, right? Because I am complicated. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Alderaan, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Debrillion. I want to make it better, run their society the right way.
I knew that mercenary attitude was a lie. You're a bleeding heart do-gooder. Admit it.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about political survival. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Debrillion doesn't understand.
For a second, I thought I was seeing a whole new side of you. False alarm.
I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. Nothing wrong with that. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.
I considered thinking up some coy comment to greet you with, but that's not me. I see the games of flirtation you play, but I cannot take part.
You could start with a joke. I'd love to hear you laugh, Akavi.
A Mandalorian woman goes to a Hutt arms dealer and says, "I want to buy a blaster. It's for my husband." The Hutt says, "What kind does he prefer? Carbine? Rifle? What does he care?" The woman says, "He doesn't even know I'm going to kill him."
I didn't know Mandalorians told jokes.
Usually, non-Mandalorians don't see the humor in them. I cannot put a name on our relationship. Among Mandalorians, there are two types of union a woman seeks with a man. A casual one, pursued for mutual enjoyment, or a serious one, intended to make more children for the clan.
Nothing wrong with a little mutual enjoyment.
Before, you said you wanted more than that. No reason we can't have both. There is a method to your madness. When we met, I thought your fighting was driven by impulse, with no strategy or plan. But I began to see a pattern in the chaos.
No, you were right the first time. I've got no idea what I'm doing.
I have been studying your moves for some time now. I have thought of incorporating some of your tricks into my own repertoire. It would certainly earn me the edge of surprise should I be among Mandalorians again.
Been thinking about our decision to keep things casual. Thought I'd make sure you're still alright with it.
In case you haven't noticed, I never stopped chasing you.
We've been running a long time. That takes real stamina. It could be years before I'm on Debrillion's throne. Seems a shame to limit my options in the here and now. You seem to know what I like. Heard of any opportunities I should explore?
There's only one, Risha. I'll never settle for second best. I don't think you should either.
Good answer. I look forward to continuing this discussion later.
Our conversation's just starting. I've got plenty more to say.
We won't run out of things to talk about. Good to know. We can't just stand here staring at each other. We have some exciting caper to pull off, don't we?